Hi guys, it's Blackie. Okay, I just got back from the Georgia Bushcraft gathering. Had a great time. I had two classes up there where I did the kukri, and Dan Lutz put on his trapping class, and there was all kinds of classes, dude. It was just everywhere you turn around there's a class going on. It was a big event, several hundred people, 400 or 500 I believe is what they said were actually there. And a lot of really good traders and vendors, and I've showed you the video of me walking around. So it was a big event, and I talked myself nearly hoarse because everybody's wanting to talk to Blackie. And we talked about, I had one young man that wanted to talk about the kukri real in depth. I had other people that wanted to talk about things I'd done in videos and go a little more in depth to it. Sold a couple of bags, had a good time. Now, a few little updates. The Blackbird Haversacks have come in, and I have just shipped out the bulk of them. I say the bulk of them. I think I got 6. Now we got to contact the person because there was a problem with the address, or it's 2 overseas ones that I got to contact because there was something that the post office asked. I need information. So I will be contacting those people, but the bulk of the run has now shipped out. Now I do have a few left. I think I got like 15 or so left of the Blackbird Haversacks because I ordered big to make sure of this. So if you missed out and you thought, oh my God, yes, I still got a couple left, contact me. I'll send you the link and I'll ship it to you. No big deal. In talking to Jason, he's got a couple of big runs going on right now to take care of, and so it'll probably be May or June when we do the next Blackbird run. So you got plenty of time to save up your money and plenty of time to get prepared, because I'll keep y'all advised and let you know when and where it's going to come up. We'll be doing another run. It's just when he gets the capacity to do it. He's a small operation. I like his quality, and I've had several people say, well, Blackie, why don't you go somewhere else? No, sir. Jason has worked with me very well. I really like the product, and I'd rather keep the quality high than go somewhere and get something cheap. That's not what I'm after. I'm wanting a quality product that I'm proud to give to you. I know is going to hold up, and so that's why I'm staying where I'm staying. So yeah, we may have to wait a little bit between runs, but it'll be a quality run, and that's what I'm concerned with. Okay. Okay, next, the classes. I've had a fantastic response to the classes. Many of you have contacted me and said that you were interested in the class, and so I have sent you the link. The class sign-up is still active until this Sunday. This Sunday at midnight is when I cut off the class, because I'm going to need all day Monday to go through the list and see who paid versus who I sent the link to. And then on Tuesday, the 16th, I will send you the email. Actually, I will send you the link to the video. Okay. And then you will have 1 month that you can go watch that class. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, this is a class. This is the beginning of my books. And so this will be chapter 1. It's going to be fire kit. And so we're going to be covering the principles, the concept of a fire kit. We're going to go through my fire kit, and I'm going to give you pointers and heads up of how to construct your fire kit to fit the conditions. Okay, we're going to do the main fire kit, and then we're going to shift down and we're going to do an EDC, something you can carry with you all the time to at least give you some capacity, and then we're going to shift the other way for this is the over the top stuff. Like, for example, I'll go ahead and tell you that, a road flare. When I was canoeing a lot, I carried a fire kit that was an ammo can that was in the front of the canoe. And it had plenty of tinder and stuff, and one of the sources of fire it had was a couple of road flares, because if everything is sopping wet, you can take it and shake the water out of it, even piles of leaves, put it up in a pile, fire up that road flare and shove it in the middle of it, and it will burn. Because that road flare is at 3,000 degrees, and it's going to sit there and keep cooking no matter what. And so it will dry it out and get it cooking. So a road flare, see, is something you need in those kind of kits. I used to carry one in a car, and I definitely carried one while canoeing for the same thing. So that's what's coming with that class. So if you have not signed up for the class, if you will go to right here, down and dirty woodscraft at gmail.com, and just simply say fire class or sign me up from the class, I'll send you the link. And then on Sunday at midnight we cut off, and on Tuesday, sometime during the day Tuesday, probably around 1 or 2 p.m. Central Time Tuesday, that will be emailed out to everybody, and you will have a full month to sit there and watch that at your leisure and learn from it. So that's where we're going. Next, I'm sure some of you have noticed my nice pretty shirt. I am now sort of an adjunct instructor with the Fuel the Fire crowd out of North Georgia. And so that comes to our next thing. When I was up there at Georgia Bushcraft, I was putting on a class as part of them because they were doing a lot of the classes. So I'm sort of an adjunct instructor with Fuel the Fire. And my gathering, and I've had a lot of people ask, Blackie, when's your gathering? My gathering is going to be in April this year. Now, I have to base it on a lot of intuition, guys, because our weather down here in the south, we go from cool, wet, boom, it's beautiful for like 2 to 3 weeks, boom, the mosquitoes come out and it's a cloud. You know, you can't see for all the mosquitoes. I try to dial it in, and every year I say I'm going to make the final announcement. So I'm going to go out on a limb a little bit here and say it's going to be in April, probably the first full week of April. But I will not give you the exact lockdown date just yet, because I still want to see how the weather's going in early December, which is a couple weeks from now. But if you're looking for a target date, it'll somewhere be in the 1st of April is where we're looking at right now. And we will have classes this year. Now the classes will be, I'll publish a schedule, and the classes will be $5 a piece. That money goes to the instructor. I'm not making anything on this. But the purpose of it is, if you want an opportunity to learn and you've been looking for some instruction, we're going to have classes at my event now. There will definitely be some sort of fire class. There will be definitely some sort of camp classes, assembly classes, learning how to do stuff classes, that type deal. I'm not going to go out on a limb here for all the instructors, but I've talked to the Fuel the Fire guys, and they're going to come down and put on some classes for us. And so, like I said, all classes will be $5, and you can pay it to the instructor at that time, sit down, enjoy the class, learn from it, and go on. My gathering is usually going to run from Wednesday through Sunday, and so I'm figuring we're going to have classes on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Some of these classes will repeat, like I will do a class definitely, and I will do that class like on Thursday, and then I will do it again on Saturday. So if you can't get there to the weekend, you're still going to get a chance to see that class, okay? But I will put out a schedule just as soon as I get the instructors locked in of what they're wanting to do and what day they're going to do it, okay? My gathering is free to come to, but we're in a state forest, and it's $2 a day to camp that you pay to the state forest. There's a honor dump box up there that you just put your money in a little envelope and drop it in the thing. That's the only cost of it, other than you getting there. So that's where we're going with my gathering. So we're growing. We've had somewhere between 50 to 75 to close to 100 now over the last couple of years. And so this, I believe, will be, what, 4 years, or is this 5 years? I think it's 4 years. This will be 4 years we've been putting it on. I have to think about that for a minute. But it's growing every year. And I hope you'll take the time to come and attend, take some classes, and enjoy it a little bit. And I'll give you more updates as I get it available. Now, and lastly, what I'd like to talk about is there will be more of the cooking classes coming. And let me clarify on the $10 classes. I'm going to put out, like this month, is the class is on the fire kit. Okay, and it's $10. In the month of December, there will be a new class. I will announce that. If you would like that class, you pay the $10 and you get that class. There will also be a percussion revolver class, and I'll be doing the 1851 Navy Colt 3rd generation, an in-depth 1 hour plus video of that, and so you can sign up for that at that time, and I'll announce when you can do it. Okay, each month will be a new class. Okay, there will definitely be a Bushcraft class, and there will be for several months, probably a little over a year or so, will be a percussion revolver class every month. You don't have to take anything you don't want to watch. And I've had several people think that I'm going to be leaving YouTube. I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing on YouTube. But what these classes are the beginning of my books. And I'm going in depth because basically this will be the chapter of my book. And so, like, for example, with fire, chapter 1 is fire kit, because I want you to assemble your fire kit. Chapter 2 is tenders and gathering, and we're going to talk about how we gather up our materials for the fire, wet conditions, dry conditions, cold conditions, etc., what to look for so that you have a heads up of what I'm looking for. Third chapter, that is actual fire building. We talk about different fire sets, how these fires can be useful for different means, like a teepee fire produces more flame and therefore it produces more light and radiates heat out to a bigger area. A log cabin fire generates coals better and is better for a cooking fire where I'm going to be using coals and controlled heat, so I can rake the coals out and just keep adding wood to the top to generate coals at the bottom for me to shovel out and do for a fire. A Dakota hole in very windy conditions where I have very poor, very little fuel. A Dakota hole lets me focus that heat and therefore, keep it there. Or stealth camping it. A Dakota hole, keep it out of sight a little bit, limit what I'm doing. And those are the type of things we're going to be covering in it. Boop, 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 Now, I will be jumping around in topic in these classes. For definitely the first 2 will be fire in the Bushcraft. I probably will go ahead and do all 3 of the boom, boom, boom. And then I'm going to jump to a completely different topic. Probably, I really want to do shelter building after that. And we're going to do primitive shelter. And I'm going to take my kukri and I'm going to walk up to just escape of trees, etc., and show you how to build a shelter quickly and easily in relatively just a few minutes with a chopping tool. I did a little demonstration at the Pathfinder gathering of how you walk up to a tree and make 2 hits and bend it over, and there's the beginning of your shelter. There's the front door and there's the ridge pole. Pop, pop, lean, there it is. I'll show you how to do that. Everything's attached, no lashing. I don't want to sacrifice any cordage to make this. That's going to be coming in the shelter building series. Okay, on regular YouTube, we're now about to next week. Still got mosquitoes biting me out here. Next week, I'm going to be starting the Redneck Camper series that I've been talking about. I'm going to take my old truck and my camper shell, and we're going to go through about how to make a camper out of it where it's very functional for you to take camping and being out there. And I've got several other series and talks that are coming up. I had one subscriber contact me and want me to, who had seen my class at Georgia Bushcraft, and want me to go over the machete, because I'd mentioned using the machete. And so yes, I will do an update on my machete video I did many years ago and go over tips and tricks we're using for machete for those of you that like machete. So this has been long-winded enough, but there's a lot of things a lot of housekeeping I wanted to get into one video, guys. So again, I'd like to say thank you very much to the Fuel the Fire group for letting me come play with them and be a instructor with them. And I look forward to working with them in the future at my event and in other events. At the present, the only events that I have scheduled that I'm planning on doing, I have nothing planned thus far But I'm going to find out when the Southeast Bushcraft Base Camp is putting on their frozen foot gathering up in the mountains, and I'm probably going to go to that. So that should be it. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do me a favor and hit that like, share, and subscribe button before you go. Until next time, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.